Hello YouTube, and welcome back to Let's Play Bloons Tower Defense 5 Deluxe Edition. In this episode, we are continuing the streak of doing all the tracks on medium and reverse. And of course, this is the first time I'm recording today, and actually in quite a while, and we are going to the military base. And like I already said, medium and reverse, to make it a little more challenging than the normal playthrough that we did earlier. Or I should say because I'm the only one actually playing. But anyways, I'm going to start off with a monkey engineer rather than a boomerang thrower, because one, I use boomerangs a lot, I should probably give them a rest, but also, I mean, not like they're actually resting or anything, but the monkey engineer is actually pretty good on this stage because it has just that long straightaway, kind of being the path buster, if you will, and giving it the 9-inch nails lets it pop through 8 balloons and frozen balloons. So that's quite a lot of pierce or popping power, and because it's such a small pathway, I guess it doesn't really make that big of a difference. I don't know. But then also, the sentry gun is very useful for the monkey engineer, because then you have multiple towers, I guess, multiple sources of popping power, I guess. Not really sure how to describe it. They also have the same range as the monkey engineer, so even if it's right on the outside where the monkey engineer is able to place it, it's still able to shoot right where the monkey engineer is, which is pretty useful. He's not going to place it somewhere where he can't hit any balloons, except, you know, right here. Obviously, he does place it sometimes where it's not really the most helpful, but he does move it around because they don't last very long, but then he can just build more. So it's useful getting that almost like a faster attack rate, because there's more nails being shot through the air, and I don't think the 9-inch nail gun affects the sentry guns as well, because I'm pretty sure the sentries can only pop through like 2 or 3 maybe, maybe even just 1, but they don't have the 9-inch nails upgrade added to them, I don't think. But I guess I could test that by putting down an ice tower near the top, so that then the sentry gun would just be attacking the frozen balloons and not the actual monkey engineer. But anyways, now with, what's it called? Larger service area, the engineer can shoot farther and deploy sentries in a larger area. Basically anywhere he can shoot, he can place a sentry, which is pretty helpful. And then also, I didn't even talk about it, the fast engineering allows him to place down the sentry guns faster, so that there's more sentry guns at a time, because they still last for the same amount of time. He just puts them down faster, so, you know, that makes sense. And I think even if you give him the Monkey Village Jungle Drums upgrade, and like he starts attacking faster, I think he also puts sentries down faster, but I'm not sure. Now, I'm actually going to give him sprockets to give him a really fast attack rate. And does it also increase the sentry gun? Yeah, and sentries. So now the sentries also have a much faster attack rate. That way he'll be much more effective at getting large clumps of balloons, or just the long streams of balloons. And I'm actually... I'm gonna need some camo detection. And I probably should have put down a banana farm at some point, because those are very helpful. And I just remembered that this is medium, so I am going to have to get through a BFB eventually. So what I'm going to do is think about it. I should have thought about it before I started recording, but I'm going to use a monkey village to give the monkey engineer some camo detection, and then also I'm going to need lead busting. So I'm actually not sure about that one. I know I want to use the balloon chipper for what's it called? For lead busting, because the balloon chipper can pop lead, but it does. Oh yeah, look at that bigger beacon. I almost forgot about that. The premium upgrade, where now the monkey village has a much larger radius, which this actually is entire map coverage. That's insane. And oh look, I don't have enough money. I almost said mana. Thinking about Dungeon Defenders. Anyways, alright. So now just the radar scanner. Should be able to get that before round 33. That should be fine. Alright. Then I'm also going to have to get the not the bigger beacon. Is that what it's called? Monkey beacon. Okay. That makes sense. The monkey beacon on a monkey village. And oops, I'm supposed to be saving that for the radar scanner. But anyways, I need to get the bigger beacon, or monkey beacon, to increase the range even more of my towers. And it's already round 27. Oh, dang it. I need lead. It's popping power. Uh-oh. I could use... Yeah, I'll change my strategy. I'll just use the bomb tower to distracted. Okay, just use the bomb tower to get rid of the leads, and then I'll also use it to help with the Moabs, and then have the monkey engineer and the radar scanner help with the rest of everything. Alright, so this is progress. Changing my plans mid-plan, and oh wait, I can just sell this in the middle of it, and why did I do that? That was a bad idea. I've almost got enough for radar scanner. There. Alright, so that's all I need. I mean, for right now. I guess this isn't really the best, because now Monkey Engineer isn't popping everything. I mean, he's pretty much popping everything, and dang it! Now I do need the lead. Dang it. Alright, well, this is going to be strange. I'm going to sell those. I'm actually going to place a few. Why not? Why not a sniper? A boomerang, and this is a terrible idea for anyone that doesn't have the, what's it called? Monkey Tycoon. Because the reason I'm doing this, and this isn't a very good idea, is because I just placed a whole bunch of towers to help get those last few that were out, but because I have Monkey Tycoon, this did not cost me any money, and actually, because I'm not buying the bigger beacons now, or the monkey beacon, I keep calling it bigger beacon, now I'm actually saving a little bit of money. So that's pretty awesome. And of course now, because I got the radar scanner, these can pop camo balloons, and it's round 33 already. So now I just need to worry about getting this to extra range, and then the frag bombs. And then after that, I'm just going to get the Moab Mauler, and then work on getting a monkey beacon again, and then jungle drums. And then after that, I'm just going to probably buy a bunch more Moab Maulers, and probably a couple more monkey apprentices. I mean, not monkey apprentices, monkey engineers, so that I have that fast attack rate and Moab destruction. Alright. So, always distracted while I'm doing this, because I never think that texting will be much of a distraction, and then I start texting and I think, hey, this is a distraction, I should stop texting. But then I just keep texting. And then now I'm talking about texting. And why am I talking about texting? I'm supposed to be talking about Bloons Star Defense 5 Deluxe Edition. Alright, so what I wanted to do was use the balloon chipper, not only to pop the lead, but also to get the Moabs, because they, with the new tracks, they also patched a couple bugs, and one of the bugs being that the balloon chipper didn't always get the Moabs, even when it had that Moab upgrade. It was only when it was within a certain angle of the balloon chipper's range that it was able to get the actual Moab. So they fixed that with the patch, but then I haven't really used it very often afterwards, just because I've always kind of relied on other things for my Moab popping needs. So yeah, I would have been interested in trying that out, although I still could, because you know what, I have Monkey Tycoon, and I can do with my money as I please. Not like real life. Anyways, I'm just kidding. Alright, so for the super wide funnel, I'm going to need 4,000, which is 3,000 more than I have right now. And because it's only round 39, which was not a good idea. I'm going to get the monkey beacon and then now the jungle drums eventually. And I have the balloon chipper set to strongest so that it's just popping or focused more on the lead and the rainbow and the zebra type balloons, while I have the monkey engineers popping everything else. And these are actually the two towers that are new to Deluxe Edition, so that's pretty interesting, having them work together in this environment. But, you know, they do cover each other's weaknesses pretty well. The only problem is the camo. The monkey engineers can detect camo with their left side upgrades, and they actually do have some pretty good left side upgrades, but because it's not a 100% foolproof camo detection, then I prefer to have something like the Monkey Village actually give them camo detection, and then just have them have the faster attack rate with the sprockets, so that they're a little bit more reliable. Alright, and I just get that super wide funnel, and it should be good to go with the Moabs. But I should have something better to deal with those ceramics. And by something better, I mean more monkey engineers, because they're pretty awesome, and they're pretty cheap. But they're good for the money that you're spending and all that. Alright, so what round is this? 44! Alright, so I don't know. I don't know why I was like, oh yeah, this means something, but it doesn't mean anything. Alright, so there's a lot of sentries and a lot of monkey engineers, and for some reason now, without the explosion sound, it just sounds kinda quiet almost. Oh well, the popping is always nice. A nice substitute, and of course the sentries are right in the way. I want to put the engineers right on the corners, but there's sentries right there. And I could always just go in and sell them, but then the game thinks, oh, there's empty room, I'm gonna put a sentry there, and then I'm like, I've just sold them so that I could put down a sentry. I mean, put down a monkey engineer. But anyways, just a bunch of pink balloons, which is why it's taking so long. And there. Alright, so this should be pretty good. I'm pretty confident with this, because now the Moab will come, and the balloon chipper will just eat the Moab, and then everything else will just pop all the stuff inside of it. Very useful. Now, just in case, I'm going to put this here, well, a little higher up because of the sentry, and I'm going to use this spike factory, or spactory as they're sometimes called, to build a safety net against the ceramics, because I do know that eventually there's going to be a lot of ceramics, and I don't know exactly how well I'll be able to defend against them. So, to defend against them, I shall use this spectre as, like I said, a little safety net. And of course these rounds feel like they take forever. I'm still used to Bloons Monkey City, and I do have a way of recording it now, because I used the web browser Google Chrome, and I usually use Firefox, that's like my go-to. But when I use Google Chrome, I could use Fraps to record what's actually on Chrome, so I could just, like, not minimize, but make the window, like the Windows form, I guess you could say, and then just shrink the window to just around the Bloons Monkey City game, and then record it like that. But then again comes the problem of, I've already started playing it, so it won't really be like a, you know what I mean. It won't be from the beginning and tutorial or anything. And now, of course, there's those leads that I'm going to have to deal with. Which means I'm actually going to give them the Monkey Intelligence Bureau, or the MIB, so that now all the monkeys can pop any balloon type, which means that black balloons can be popped by explosions, and white balloons can be frozen, and lead balloons can be popped by sharp things, like the nails. So that's very helpful. I usually go on the other side because it gives me more money, but I don't need more money. I mean, more money would always be nice, but it is not a necessity. And let's see if there's any more leads that get through that you can see the effectiveness of the MIB. But I don't think there will be. So, I'm actually going to place more engineers. And because again, they're only 2,610, which is pretty cheap for a essentially fully upgraded monkey. Because I don't need the 4th tier right side, because it's 12,000 and all it does is make the towers super powered, which is pretty helpful, but not helpful enough for me to want it. Alright, so now I've got 9, or is that 8? That's 8. If I had one in the middle, it'd be 9. Alright, so now that should be good, because as you can see, there's plenty of sentries all over the place. And some of them, I think, might... no, I was going to say it might be out of the range, but I guess not. Sometimes they do get so close that if you were to place a tower down, you wouldn't be able to fit them close enough, but because there's just so many sentries and they just have to force them, jam-pack them in, then, you know, you do have enough room. Alright, so kind of want to do stuff more, like build more things, just because I've got all this money, and I'm not 100% sure that this is actually a good enough strategy. And actually, that Moab did kind of get through a little bit. And I know that there will be more Moabs, like more tightly packed Moabs. So I'm actually going to build another one, and also set it to strongest. That way they'll both be targeting Moabs before any other bloons, and ceramics and zebras and rainbows and all that. And then of course the BFB when it eventually comes. Because I do know that there is a wave, I think it's like 64 or 60, yeah, it should be 64, where there's just a whole bunch of Moabs that are pretty close together. So having 2 bloon chippers with the super wide funnel and strongest targeting setting should be able to focus on them. Alright, now also, me talking about what I in the future will be talking about, because I'm recording this Sunday, and someone left a comment asking whether or not this was live commentary, and I am commentating live, like I'm recording my commentary while I'm playing the game, but I'm doing all that usually a couple days, at least one day before I'm actually uploading it, because it's nice to be able to record and edit and have it finished before the day I actually have to upload, because then I can just upload it, and that takes like an hour or an hour and a half for this one Bloons episode, this one, I'm guessing 20-minute episode to upload. Like, I'm sure that there are people that will look at that and think, yeah, that's about a normal average time, but I'm thinking, no, that just sounds like a long time. Like, I don't have as much experience and knowledge of how long it should actually take to upload, but it just sounds like that's taking too long, that my computer's just too slow, that I'm not doing something right, that I can improve on that. But pretty much no. The only other way to make it what am I saying? The only other way to shorten the upload time is to have a lower quality video, like to save it in a lower format, which I'd rather just deal with the upload time than have it be a lower quality format thing. So anyways, that's kind of the stuff that I should talk about in my update vlog, which was kind of the point of why I started talking about the future and everything. Why am I... Okay, in case any of you don't know, Mondays, I will, at least for now, Mondays, I will be trying to upload a update vlog, where I just talk about stuff having to do with my channel, upcoming games, why I am or am not posting videos. I'll be asking for suggestions on pretty much any topic of my channel in general, like what kind of games I should play, how I should record it, what quality, I guess. If you'd like more or less of me playing with my family, like some of the Mario games that we had for people playing and everything. But other than that, that's it for this episode. I still need, what was it? Healthy bananas, so 500 more, 490 more monkey money. So, and the next track that I do it on or try facing, is the space truckin'. And oh, look at that! They did seem to fix the reverse metal bug thing. Didn't even notice that. Alright, so anyways, like I said, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.